right, friends and family of the internet, you're going to have to make it make sense for Samantha. Tell me why people are saying that the only reason President Trump is saving these poor white refugees out of South Africa is because, one, they're white, and two, because of Elon Musk.
The Democrats attract and retain illegal immigrants by essentially paying them to come here, yes, and then turning them into voters.
Yes.
So this is why the Democrats are so upset about the situation, because they're losing. You know, if we turn off this gigantic money magnet for illegal immigrants, then they will leave and they'll lose voters.
Just so we're clear, Elon is citing the Great Replacement Theory, the false, dangerous conspiracy theory about how white people in this country are being replaced with non-white people.
Now, I will say this, my friends. Did it probably have something to do with it that Elon Musk was born and raised and was originally a citizen of South Africa? Yeah, folks, which is why people who are not born American on American soil by American parents are never supposed to be president of the United States, because your first love is your mother country. Okay? That's why we got some people in Congress that need to go and need to go now, because your allegiance is to another country. It's not to this country. But we have the refugee program in place to do just what President Trump is actually doing right now, and that is bringing over citizens of a nation that have been persecuted and murdered for the past 20 years. Now, if that wasn't bad enough, they are also having their land taken without compensation by a government that is working against its own citizens.
Alliance shoot to kill Hamas, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa.
So that is a video of hundreds of thousands of black people, black Africans, wearing red, chanting "Kill the Boer." And the symbology behind that song is the Boer is the white man. So he says, kill the Boer, kill the father, kill the Boer, kill the mother, kill the Boer, kill the child, is the whole song. And about 10, 12 years ago, they actually made this song illegal, because this is what was happening to the white farmers. See all these crosses? Those represent people that have been murdered by black people in Africa. White farmers that have been murdered by black people in Africa. Now, my thing is this. I don't really care what happens in Africa. Real talk. Don't care. I do think people have a right to come to a country where they will be safe. I have seen the most ignorant comments under people talking about this topic. Oh, it's only because of Elon. Maybe it's because people are actually dying, folks. You ever thought about that?
Hey guys, you're back with me, Mr. Priest, and today we're giving 5 lucky followers the chance to win a lifetime supply of communion. So make sure to smash that like button to be in with the chat.
By the way, folks, YouTube demonetized me for speaking truth, so I need you to row in my boat. Because if they shut me up, who else is going to show you the truth? How many people are actually talking about this today and telling you the truth? Because I've seen your comments. Some of you have obviously been on TikTok too much today, and all you want to talk about is apartheid and or the fact that Elon probably had something to do with Trump making the decision to take these farmers. And then on top of all of that, if YouTube shuts me up, who's going to tell you the truth? Oh, Republicans just want voters. What, 8,000 of them? That's going to make a difference. You guys imported 30 million brown people, Democrats, liberals, you heard me say it, brown and black. That's the majority of what you've brought in this country in the past 4 years. And when we said that, you laughed at us. Now you're literally saying we're bringing 8,000 white people into America and it's to new voters. We don't need to import voters. You guys just keep being so stupid. People leave the Democrat Party.
About these white South Africans coming here. They about to be the new help. You heard me. They are about to be the new help. They got rid of all the people tending the land. All the immigrants that were tending the land are gone. So what they about to do, replace them with the white South African workers. Y'all gonna be working to feed black folks. As y'all should. Get y'all asses over here and do y'all goddamn job. Y'all think y'all getting away from us. Y'all not. Y'all just gonna be working for us. Come on in the room. See, Trump knew he couldn't get our asses out there. There's no way in hell you're gonna get black folks out there to work no kind of land. But he could say, hey, these South Africans are being suppressed. Their land is being taken away from them. They need to come over here and seek retribution. And get y'all asses in the field where the fuck y'all belong. Make sure y'all picking every fucking vegetable and don't miss out on anything. Y'all not getting away from black folks. Y'all gonna be around us a lot more. And unlike the ones in South Africa, we don't give a fuck. You're not gonna be able to call us colored.
That is the truth of it. 8,000 white people's not going to change the demographics that much. But yes, the great replacement is a real thing. We have been living it. American citizens getting poorer and poorer. Illegal immigration going up and up. Yeah, crime going up. We have a racial divide like we've never had before. And when we say we're going to take these 8,000 people that want to come to this country, you guys literally, every video I've watched, white African people, white, they're bringing in white, because that's all that matters to you.
I just heard about the white South Africans coming to America. Oh, I wonder what happened. Did someone tell y'all to go back to y'all country in Africa? Such discrimination. Did they take away y'all stuff and y'all land? I mean, I could think of some historical things that has happened. Oh, 20 acres and a mule just snatched away from people just like that, right? Just like that, right? It's funny the hypocrisy that white tea people give us when they see South Africans and their land being taken and shit, and they can't put two and two together. That this was what we was talking about, but for here. So yeah, they're having 8,000 South Africans come. I'm sorry, 8,000 South Africans, maybe close to 10,000, coming to America, getting clothing, services, and all kinds of free stuff. And yet they complain about us. They complain about us all the time. And then they're over in Africa, where only 13% of black people own the land over there. And the government sent them notices saying, hey, we're going to seize this land if you don't respond to us. And they didn't respond to them, and they're seizing the land.
And I did not bother checking this person's social media posts, but I guarantee you, she also said it was unfair when the federal government sent notices out to federal employees saying, tell us 5 things you do in a week. And if you don't respond, we're going to fire you. I bet she thought that was wrong. But this is okay. And this is what she wants to happen to white people in America. Because we owe her something. Don't you, white person? Yeah. I made a video earlier and I literally said I think we should be taking all the Ethiopian Christians that are being slaughtered by Muslims. They're all black. Y'all see? Do you see your hatred? Is it showing up yet? I mean, if you have a problem with us taking 8,000 people who were being murdered on their farms and their land that they have owned for 200 years being stolen from them, I don't care about the history of apartheid. That's not my issue. That's not my issue. My issue is the killing of fathers, mothers, and children because of the color of their skin.
Parliament, and their leader is calling for genocide of white people. And in support of that statement, he is retweeting a podcaster who put together some very old clips of Malema where he spoke about cutting the throat of whiteness, claiming this is proof of white genocide. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 reasons why that is dumb as rocks.
So we have what? An Indian woman, a brown woman saying that that's not racist? That it's dumb as rocks of Elon Musk to retweet the killer of white farmers, the man, the EFF or the EEF, whatever they call themselves, that's not racist to say we cut the throat of whiteness. And by the way, most of the farmers being killed in South Africa are being raped, being butchered with machetes, and then having their farms themselves and their black farm hands all burned. If you have a problem with that, get off my channel.
We must unite now. We must have one army. We must have one currency. We must have one foreign policy. We must be united.
Funny thing, there have been African nations that have done this in South Africa, and within 10 years, that nation was starving. Because the best way to bring a nation to its knees, and I don't know why the people who run that country hadn't figured that out, is to remove its ability to feed itself. If Africa is such an amazing place to live, why is America always having to send money and aid and food and medicine and doctors to Africa? Not only did Trump stop U.S. aid to South Africa over the killing and genocide of white people, he stopped all foreign aid packages to South Africa, including their duty-free imports that have been pouring into this country, bringing them in billions of dollars. Now, South Africa has said, yes, we passed a law that said we can take your land even without reparations just because we want to, but we don't intend to, is a complete and utter lie. Now, I know social media loves to lean left, folks, but I've been looking at this story for over a year.
One of the president's closest advisors, billionaire Elon Musk, who was born in South Africa, attacked President Cyril Ramaphosa over a controversial land expropriation bill, accusing the government of confiscating white people's lands. Even though official data shows black people own only 4% of private land, despite making up more than 80% of the country's population of 63 million. Trump cut nearly $440 million worth of aid to South Africa until he figures out what's going on.
They're taking away land, they're confiscating land, and actually they're doing things that are perhaps far worse than that.
We will not be deterred. We are, as South Africans, a resilient people, and we will not be bullied.
Ramaphosa denies Trump's allegations, insisting that a controversial new land law allowing for private land to be seized by the government without compensation in certain cases seeks to correct a legacy of inequality left by the apartheid system. But the Democratic Alliance, which is part of South Africa's coalition government, has gone to court to challenge the law.
Did Elon Musk probably put pressure on President Trump by bringing awareness of what's going on in Africa? Well, he wasn't the only one, because I myself have sent emails to the White House in the past year asking why we weren't stepping in as a country, and I was ignored under the Biden administration, to offer refugee status to the whites in Africa being murdered. So I'd like to know what you think. Why does it matter what color they are? Because if you have a problem with them being white, you're racist. And let's be honest, folks. I mean, South Africa can't stand on its own, and I think we should fundraise. Any anybody in America that hates white people so much, just move to Africa. We could help you guys get tickets. Like, comment, subscribe. Look in the top of comments for ways that you can support more content like this.